for further analysis on that important matter. Ahmad Zakarneh joins us. He's a writer and researcher from Ramallah. Welcome to Q News, Mr. Zakarneh. Now, what are the historical implications of Itamar Ben Gvir's actions at Al-Aqsa compound?
Good afternoon to you and to your audiences. It's an added bid to ignite the spread outreach among the millions of Muslims, not only in the regions but throughout the world, in a bid to add in the oil on fire in order to expand the clashes maybe in the West Bank. Today's storming that included more than 1,000 of the extremist settlers that shows that the ongoing attempt is a real Judization of the Holy Mosque. Was said even before the trisection, and maybe today is an extra to provocate the people of the West Bank. In addition, that it is one of the mechanisms of the status quo compared to in the past, in addition to the idea of the destruction of the pressured internal orientation to within Israel against the genocide named by Europeans. This government never wish the calm for the area. What's happening in the great scandal, not only against the Muslims in Palestine, but the whole Muslims in the whole world. What's happening is the direct Judaization and impose a full control of Al-Aqsa compound, and maybe following to have a destruction of Al-Aqsa without taking any action from the Palestinian factions, on top of which Hamas that put us in a very difficult corner throughout the massacres started of the October 7 and a bit of the Palestinian liquidation at large scale without any conditions. Yes, there are American-European differences with the Israeli government, but these are not very much concerned without the putting an end of the genocidal war that articulated by all. Without otherwise, no statements would do any good for the Palestinians, and the ultimate prize throughout the massacres seen in life and evading the norms of the international community.
Yes, speaking of the international community, sir, allow me to ask you, how does the international community perceive the legality of Ben Gvir's storming of Al-Aqsa Mosque?
Ben Gvir in Jerusalem is illegal in such a place. He's a settler, and he isn't even from the people of these countries, along with those who entered this land. They are land confiscators, and therefore there is no right with respect to the law, not us we say so, but the international law stipulated this as this holy place is under Jordanian Hashemite control, and the extremist Ben Gvir charge of discrimination cases in the Israeli court indicates that the goal of the destruction of the mosque in light of the useless of deeds or actions of the international community, but this Israeli state is imposing to live the like on the ground is putting the Western systems in a very difficult position before their peoples. And as Palestine is free and it will be and last free, so Gvir has no right, or even other extremists, to enter such a holy place such as the Al-Aqsa Mosque.
And how might Ben Gvir's rhetoric about asserting Israeli control influence public opinion within Israel?
He hasn't even controlled the public opinion. Maybe he has an portion of the settlers who were put their voices by distributing thousands of pieces of arms and killing the Palestinians. And as we are witnessing on a daily basis in repetitive storms of the Palestinian territories and the confiscating of the lands and war crimes are underway in the West Bank without having any reactions. Therefore, the objection was on some of those who are proclaiming that they are the Palestinian spokespersons, including Hamas, that entered us in a very narrowed tunnel. So Hamas is looking for a presence in the Gaza Strip, and it has nothing to do with Al-Quds, and they only can issue statement as Somalia did, but what they made, this is what we are using in light of the crippled international community, along with the implicity of the Western wing to the Middle East, and even the concerned community, the Muslim, was watching to do this, and it is a state of a full dominance of the blessed holy mosque at Al-Aqsa. As I said to you, it is a bid of expelling all the Muslims and to evade the idea that was rejected with the housing or transecting of the Palestinian territories.
Well, that was Mr. Ahmad Zakarneh joining us from Ramallah. He's a writer and researcher. Thank you so much for joining us here on Q News.